Zombo. Welcome to the tutorial on shared learning management system. In this video, you will learn how to add assignment, quiz and forum in learning management system. So to add activities in LMS, first you have to turn editing on. And in my case, I will add assignment for topic 1, map reading. So in order to add assignment, you have to click on add an activity or resources. So let's click here. So when you click here, you will see all and activities tab. So I'll click on activities tab. So from here you will select assignment option. Since this is our first activity, I will name this one as task 1 and I'll give the name as drawing your school map. And for the description, so I've already written the description, so I'll simply copy it and paste it right here. So here I will paste the description right here, and in our case we have the activity name, draw the map of your school campus. We also have the set of instructions here, and we also have the marks. So at the end you will also see the due date. So when you scroll down, you will say display description on the course page. So in my case, I don't want to turn this on, so therefore I will leave this one unchecked. And in case if you have external files to be attached here, so you can always do that by clicking here. So if you click on this availability, then you will see if you want to allow the submission from today itself, you can select today's date. But if you want to do it from tomorrow, you can select tomorrow's date, which is actually 8. And if you want to set the due date, so you can always do that. I'm going to select 14 of August 2021, and we also have another option to set the cutoff date. This cutoff date is similar to this due date, except for the fact that if you set this cutoff date as 14, then you can accept the submission till 14 only, which means the student can submit their task till date 14 only. After that, you will not be able to accept any submission. Here in due date, if you set the due date as 14, we will be able to accept users or students submission even after date 14, but their submission will be marked as late. So that is the difference between due date and cutoff date. So the next option we can set is the submission type. So if you click here, you will see the submission types as online text, or if you want to accept the file submission, then you can check this one. Since our assignment is based or the students have to submit their work in the form of image or PDF format, then I will check this one, file submission, because we want to accept the submission in the form of file. So underneath we also have the maximum number of uploaded files, which means we can accept till 20, but if you want to keep it till 5, then you can set this one to 5. We can also set the maximum submission size, but for now I will leave this one as it is. And also we can accept different file types, you can specify that here, but I will leave this one blank for now. And there are lots of features that are available to us. Here we also have feedback types. If you click here, then you will see different types of feedback that we can give it. So underneath we also have the criteria. So in this case we are not going to change anything, we'll just look at the grade. And here you will see the type. We are going to select point from here, and maximum marks or grade, I'm going to set this one as out of 10. We also have the grading method. So from here I will select simple direct grading. We have different options, marking guide and rubric, but from here I will select simple direct grading. And if you want to set the pass criteria, for example from 10, if students have to get 5 to pass, so you can set this one as 5, but for now I'll leave this one blank. Also you will have the option for blind marking as well, so I will select no for now. And once you're done, you can either click on save and return to the course, or you can click save and display. So here I'll just save this one and display our assignment. So once you're done, then you will see your assignment posted here. So we have task 1, drawing a school map. We also have the activity instructions, and we also have the due date here, and we will see the grading summary right here. So let's go back to the course, and if you look at here, then you will see your task 1, drawing your school map right here. So as I have mentioned earlier, I want this task to be under lesson 1. So in order to organize this particular task under lesson 1, simply you will drag this one and drop it right under lesson 1 like this. But then if you look at this carefully, you will see some problem. This task 1 and the other materials are not lined up properly. So therefore, in order to structure or organize this one, simply you can click on edit. So when you click on edit, you will have different options. For now, I want to move this one to the right side, so therefore I will click move right, and I want to move right once more. So now as you can see, my task 1 is lined perfectly along with the other materials under lesson 1. So this is one example of assignment in learning management system. So if you want to change the title, you can do so by clicking here, and you can always change this one later. Or if you want to change it, you can click on edit, and then even if you want to delete it, you can delete it right here like this. Now let's try and add another activity. In this case, we'll try and add a quiz. To do that, we'll click on add an activity or resource. Like we have done earlier, we'll go to activities. So under activities, you will see the option to add quiz. So I'll click here, and that's where you can give the name of the quiz. Since we are adding this task under topic 3, I will say task 3, quiz on time calculation, and underneath you can change the timing if you want to. I'll open the quiz from today, which is 7th of August. So I'll enable this one, and then I'll close the quiz maybe after 1 week, so therefore enable this one first. So it's 14. And then time limit, I'll not add any time limit for now, so I'll keep it as it is. And I'll go to the grid section. So here I will leave this one empty for now. I'm not going to change anything. So when you go to the layout section, so that's where you will see new page. In our case, I want new page for every question, so therefore I will select every question. But if you want to display all the quiz in the same page, you can select the first option, never all questions on one page. But like I mentioned, I'm going to select every question. So I'm not going to change anything. Therefore, I will click on save and display. Now once you have created the quiz, you will be directed to this page, and you will see no questions have been added yet. So therefore, if you want to add the question, so you can simply click on edit quiz. So in order to add, so click on add button right here. Then from here, I'm going to add a new question. So here in learning management system, you can add different types of quizzes. So we have MCQ, we have true or false, we have matching, we have short answer. We can add so many things. But first, let's try and add multiple choice. So in order to do that, click on multiple choice and click add. So here I will keep the category as it is, but I will change the question name. So I will say question 1. So for question, I will copy the text and then directly paste it right here. And if you scroll down, you will see default mark. So if you want to change the mark for this question, then you can always change it right here, but I will keep it as 1. And if you want to add feedback, you can add feedback right here, but I will keep as it is. And we also have the option to set the ID, and I will leave this blank. So if you scroll down, you will have the option to select multiple answers. So in our case, we just have one answer, so I will select one answer only. And another important feature could be shuffling the choices. So if you want to shuffle the choice every time, then you can check this one. And for the number, you can always click here. So from here, I will select A, B, C, and I will leave this one no for now. Now coming to the answer, I'll just select random here. So for this question, I'll say 5 am as one of the answer. Since this answer is not correct, so I'll say none. And if you want to add some feedback, you can always do here, but I will keep this one empty for now. And for choice 2, I'll say 6 p.m. 6 p.m. should be the correct answer, so therefore the grade should be 100%. If they select 6 p.m. then it should be 100%, and you can also give some feedback right here. For choice 3, I'll say 2 a.m. and for choice 5, 9 p.m. So if you want to add more options, you can always do by clicking right here. And in order to add the feedback, you can always click right here on combined feedback. And if they choose the correct answer, then your feedback will say your answer is correct. And if they are partially correct, your answer is partially correct. And for any incorrect responses, then it will say your answer is incorrect. So after that, I will click on Save Changes and continue editing. So once you are done, then you can try and preview the quiz by clicking on this button right here. So when you preview it, so you will see your quiz right here, question 1. And let me try and select 6 p.m. which is actually the correct answer. When I say submit and finish, then it says your answer is correct. So that's how you can add multiple choice question in learning management system. So I'll close this preview. So once you are done, you can save these things by clicking on Save Changes. So now in here you will see we have page 1 and we also have quiz 1. So if you want to add another question, I'll click on Add and I'll select add a new question like we did earlier. So this time in place of multiple choice, we'll try and add true or false question. So I'll click on Add, and the question name I will set this one as question 2, and for the question I will just copy it and paste it right here. Once you have created the question, then I can scroll down. Similar to what we have seen earlier, you will see default mark as 1. I will keep as it is, and I will thoroughly go down to correct answer, and then in this case the answer for this question should be true, so therefore I will select true from the option. So in case if the students get the question correct, then you can put or give some feedback right here. I will say well done. And in case if they fail to choose the correct option, you can always say try again. So that's how you can add feedback, and like we did earlier, save changes and continue editing. So let's try and preview this quiz as well. So when you click on this preview button, you will see your true and false question right here. So let's try and select false, which is obviously incorrect. So when I click on submit and finish, you will see try again. The correct answer is true. So let's close this preview, and then let's save changes and continue editing. So once you're done, we'll click on save changes, and that's where you will see your question 1 and question 2 in different pages. Question 1 is on page 1, question 2 on page 2. So to add another question, click on add new question, and this time let's try and add a matching question. Click on add. So question name, question 3. So for the question text, you can say match the following. Of course, you can always come up a bit better direction or instruction for this one. I'll keep the default mark as 1, and under answer, first you will have to write your question. So I've added the first question, and for this question I will have to write the answer here as well. The correct answer for this one is latitude. So let's add another question here, and this time the answer should be longitude. So we'll have to add minimum of 3 questions for matching items. The correct answer should be equator. And if you want to add more questions, you can always do that by clicking here. And we can also change the feedback, but for now I will keep this one as it is. And once you're done, you can click on save changes and continue editing. So like we have done earlier, if you want to preview this question, then click on preview, and as you can see, this is the question. The 0-degree latitude is referred to as, and from here you will have to select one option, which is actually equator. For second, I will just do it randomly, maybe even latitude, and third one longitude, and see whether I'm correct or not. So as you can see, I've got this one correct and these two incorrect. So once you are done, you can always close the preview and you can save changes at the end. One more thing that I would also like to show you is how to add a short answer question type. So here I will click on add once more and add a new question, and from here I will select short answer. So click on add, and for question name, this will be question 4, and for question text I'll simply copy and paste it right here. Alright, so this is the question, and as you can see now, since this is actually short answer type, instead of 1, I want this one to be of 5 marks. So if you want to add general feedback, you can do that here. And also when you scroll down to answer section, the correct answer, you can give the sample responses or sample answer right here. For this question, the answer should be 5 AM, and rate, it should be 100% because this 5 AM is actually the correct answer. So if you want to give the optional answer, in this case I can say 5 AM in lowercase. So even if they write 5 AM or 5 AM, they should be able to get 100%. So therefore I will select 5 AM and 5 AM as answer. So once you are done, you can always save changes and continue editing, and you can preview this question and you can try writing the answer here. So, and once you have created the question, you can save changes. So once we have created the quiz, and if you want to edit the question, you can always do that by clicking on this button here, sitting right here. You can do that for any question. Similarly, if you want to preview it, you can click on this button right here, and if you want to delete it, you can click on this cross button right here. So at the moment, if you look at our grade 5, 6, 7 and 8, the total marks is actually 8, but then here in the maximum grade we have 10. So if you want to change that, you can always change it and put 8 here. So once you're done, you can always save this thing, save it, and finally, in order to view this quiz, you can go back to topic 3, and under topic 3 you will see task 3, quiz on time calculation. So like we have done earlier, in order to organize this one better, so you can always click on edit, move right, and move right once again. So that's how you can add quiz in learning management system. Forum can also be used to assess students. So in order to add forum as an activity, I'll click on add an activity or resource. So when you click here, then you can click on activities. So right under activities, you will see the option to create a forum. So you click here on the forum, and you can also create a forum name here. So he'll say task 2. Since I'm creating this forum under topic 2, I'll say task 2, and I'll say discussion on latitude and longitude as a forum name. We also have the option to set the description. So here I will set the description as discuss the importance of latitude and longitude in context to place. So I'm creating this one as the description for my forum, and like we did earlier, so we have the option to check or to display description on the course page. So I'll uncheck this one, and from the forum type I'm going to select each person post one discussion. So from availability, so you can select and choose the option due date. I will enable this one, and then I will set the due date to 14, which is exactly 1 week from now. So if you want to also set the cutoff date, you can enable it by clicking here. Now the next option is attachment and word count. Here if you want to set the word count or display word count, you can always change this one to yes, but I will keep this one no. And here I'm not going to change anything except one, which is the whole forum grading. So when I click on this option, here you will see the type of grade is none at the moment. So from here I will set it as point. When you click on point, you will see the maximum grade for this forum. So I'll set this one to around 10, and the grading method, like we have discussed earlier, I will keep this one as simple direct grading. And if you want to set the pass mark or the pass grade, you can set it here, and you can also choose the option to notify by selecting yes here. So once you are done, then you can click on save and display. Of course there are lots of options that you can set it right here, but for now I'm not going to do that. I'll simply click on save and display. So that is how you can create a forum in learning management system. So if you want to check this forum, you can go back to the topic latitude and longitude, and I posted this forum under topic 2 and lesson 3. So like we have done earlier, I can move this one right to better structure the course. So this is how you can create a forum in learning management system. With this, you have come to the end of this tutorial. In this video, you have learned how to add assignment, quiz and forum in learning management system. Kadinche for watching.